Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Sara, and I have the honor to inspire you all today. Today, we are going to inspire you on your future of work as an IT professional. The keynote today is called High Tech, High Touch. And this is what we believe in. We believe in a future of work where people are high tech, embrace technology, and on the other side, that you use your human touch. It's very, very important, even for an IT professional. And I hope to give you some concrete inspiration today how you can achieve that. First, let's start with something that we believe in. We believe that the future of work is very important, that it's balanced between humanity and technology. If you watch television content today, we all hear news about technology taking over human beings. And I believe this will never ever be possible if we balance. Of course, we need to embrace technology, but don't forget the human touch. And this is also in what I see that your profession is going to be accelerating towards the future. You see a slide now where we explain what we are talking about today. And today we are talking about AI, we are talking about technology, we are talking about how to make your human touch really felt by your customers. And I did some research on you, and what I see is that the word business partnering is frequently used in your company. And I believe that you as an ITer, you are a business partner. So it's not only about handling the tickets from the organization, it's also about the human touch. And we have two methods today which we are going to use to explain what we mean. First of all, business partnering, what does it mean for you? And maybe you could use the chat for this today. My dear colleague Eva is in the chat, together with your colleagues Steffi and Nicole, and they are anxious in answering your questions. And what I sincerely hope is that we get some interaction going. So please make sure that you reply and energize, also empower each other in the chat. So the first question I have for you, and to get to know you a little bit better, is what does the word business partnering mean to you? And I did some research on what I believe it means for you, maybe, could be. Listen carefully. I think that in your role as an IT professional, you're at the forefront of driving tech innovation as a business partner. You are responsible for shaping the digital landscape in your organization. That are big words, of course. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I think that people expect you to be knowledgeable and understanding IT products and the applications you have within Perfetti Vermellen. On the other hand, I also think people believe you are the problem solver and you are the critical thinker. That's what they expect from you in the basics. Then I prepared something different. Where can you accelerate towards the future? And I think with effective communication, making connection, make sure that people, the environment of Perfetti Vermellen really adapts technology and innovation as a business partner, of course. Also, I think that it's very important that you upskill or unlock, maybe you have it already, in your adaptable behavior, your adaptable mindset. I think that change is going to be the constant in our life. It's never ending, and it's going faster and faster as we speak. So it's very important that you are a kind of a fluid professional moving along or moving up front of the change. And on the other side, the ethical compass of the company. I think cybersecurity is a main topic, and I think that you are also the driver behind cybersecurity. Let me tell you a little story. How do I see it as an IT professional that you behave? I believe that when you have the process going on in getting a ticket, wanted to handle it, maybe sometimes, not always, you don't have the time for that. Sometimes call a colleague. Just get into human interaction. Call them, surprise them. because I believe that not everybody expects an IT professional, you as a coworker, calling and saying, "Hi, what's the problem? Can I help you?" Very simple. And what you could do to get this going is to make a promise to yourself that let's say every morning, every afternoon, you make one call. In all the tickets, you make one call. And I believe that you make the call and you give your colleague energy. On the other side, I know for sure the reaction of your colleague gives you energy back. It sounds very simple. It is very simple, but you need to do it. And I also can imagine that there are some people in this stream and thinking, yeah, pretty story, Sarah, but we don't have the time to do it. Then I have one simple answer on that. Make sure you take the lead and do it. Just do it. And ask yourself now, what could I skip in my daily program to make sure that I have some time created to make those calls in the morning and in the afternoon? And I have a little story and a method on that, because when we look at work, we see that every human being has 3 roles in work. First of all, you have your functional role. Everybody has a job profile, I think. And I'm pretty sure, and I did some research on it, that the job profiles that are in this call are pretty much the same. Not always the same. I do see some difference, but pretty much the same. And with the job profile, I mean the bullet points in the tasks in a job profile. And then we also have bullet points in the expected behavior. I believe in a future of work where we don't have job profiles, but people find me a little bit crazy on that one. So let's have a look at what's in the job profiles. In the job profiles is what I started with, that you are the problem solver, that you are the critical thinker, that you have knowledge and understanding about IT and applications, that's in your job profile. When you deliver this as an IT professional, you don't make the difference, you just do it. People don't feel it. It's like maybe a bit of a strange story, like toilet paper in the bathroom. When it's there, I never ever thank people. I expect it. I, take it for granted and I do my thing. But when it's not there, people, are a bit dissatisfied. So the problem thinking, knowing about IT and the application, it's the basics in your role. Then we have the hierarchic role. And in the hierarchic role, I also see some trends going on. I see that we get more equality. And me as a parent, for example, I have a very equal relationship with my kids. They feedback me and I feedback them. And back in my days with my parents, and I had a great youth, but in my days, my father, it was a figure, we listened to him. Even if we weren't agreeing, we listened. And now we have a more equal relationship. And I do see it also in business, that, the pyramid we work in, the organization we work in, and the layers we have, they are getting flatter and flatter and flatter. And I do like this. I really like this. For me, future organizations have a round figure. And everybody is equal, and it doesn't matter where you are in the organization, everybody is equal. So that's a good thing. And now the third role, and this role, there's a lot of future behind that. It's the character role. We all have character. We all are born with DNA, and we develop context of life. For example, DNA, I'm a pretty creative person. I figure out crazy things, and I'm energetic, I do believe. And this is something from my DNA side. And in my context of life, I build some inner peace in my character. So character is also changing in your life. The things that are on a life path makes you a human being, makes you grow as a human being. And the character role, I don't know if you know what your character is, and I will leave a little link after this stream where you can do a little game. It's a game where you can play a character game and get some more knowledge about your character role, because this is important. And when you get connection with humans, and this is important towards the future, get connection, get communication going. This is, the skilling in your job profile as an IT professional. It's important to know who you are, because people get connected with each other on character, not the things you do. They will forget. People don't forget who you are as a human being. And sometimes I tell it like this. The functional role is all about doing stuff. The character role is all about being somebody. And we as human beings are born as human beings, not as human doers. So there's the clue. Start being yourself. And then we did some research on how is it meant to be. You as an AI, tech, IT, and you as a human. And I see some things happening over there. When you do the human talks, you get attention, you get connection, you get understanding and empathy going. When you are a human and you unlock your potential, you get creativity going and innovation. This is your future role. If we look at the AI and the tech part, people expect you to be rapid, quick. People expect you to support. People expect you to accelerate, to be agile, to make quick decisions, and to do some data and analytics. Have knowledge about the IT and the application. So you make the difference as a human being on being a human. Let it be. Give people attention. Do the thing as every morning I do a call instead of answering by email or answering on the tickets system we have. And in the afternoon I do it. Also understand people. Sometimes people, are a bit frustrated when things don't work. And you get all the frustration from your colleague. And they don't mean it bad, but you are the first one that they are connected with. And I hear a lot of talks going on in business about people complaining about IT. And it's not fair, I do think. So I also think that skipping that people are frustrated on IT or on HR, I also hear a lot of HR, that what we could do is, upfront, proactively give people attention so that they like you, and that when something goes wrong with the system or with an application, what's not your responsibility, you're not the cause of that, but people can handle more. It's like an emotional bank account, I think. When you have, a plus on the emotional bank account, you can, skip something or IT can work. So try to balance in that. So upfront, get connected with people so that things can go wrong, because things will be going wrong. And then another thing, if we look at work and how you can work on your future-proofness, we have designed a model, and the model is called the 80-20 model. And in 80-20 model, 80% of your job is doing as expected. Just do what is expected. Just do what is in your job profile. Don't expect a lot of appreciation on that, because it's like, as I told in the little storytelling, the toilet paper, it's expected. You don't get applause for that. And try to have 20% room in your role on, delivering the unexpected. Just seeing, also feeling what is needed with my work in my workforce. What is needed? And what can I do as a human being, not as a human doer, to deliver on that? So you deliver the unexpected. And imagine this. When you get something for your birthday, for example, what is expected, then you are happy, of course. Of course you're happy. But when you get something for your birthday, which you didn't ask before or you don't expect, and you're really glad with it, then it feels different. It's like a big surprise. And this is exactly how it works in work. You deliver what is expected, but not 100%, because you need a little bit of room to deliver the unexpected, like 20%. And also what we see is that jobs evolve. Work is changing. The workforce is changing. In my job as a futurist, I'm busy with designing roles that don't exist yet. Jobs for the future. I also predict which jobs could disappear or fade away. And in this one, I have a big question for you. If you look at your 80% in your job, so what is expected, also try to have a look on that in what might disappear towards the future. Because I do think that tech and AI also have impact on your own job. And please embrace things towards tech technology, AI, whatever. So you get some more time to deliver the unexpected. And I know for sure that a job, a role as an IT professional will always stay within companies, but it will be different because your human touch will be getting more and more important. And then, I get a question quite often. What do people need to be future-proof? And I have one answer on that. And this answer is that curious people always have future. So it's quite simple. If you act curious, then I don't have any doubts of you having a future of work. And it's like kids, If you look at 4 years old, I really enjoy their curiosity. They ask a lot of why questions. And what I also see what adults do is they find it a bit, annoying. So they slow down on the why question with kids. And I promise to myself, never ever do this with my kids. Always answer the why question and let them ask the why question. And you have a commercial from Mentos. And this get me really enthusiastic that I have the opportunity to show it to you today. It's a very old commercial of Mentos where kids are whispering to adults on the street via headphone what to do. And it's amazing what you see. And this is exactly my message for you today. Please act curious. Put off some jackets you put on in your life and in your context of life to make you normal. Don't act normal. Act curious. Nothing will happen. Have a look towards this video you once made.
Da-na-na-na! This is like being a secret agent.
How old are you?
105. I'm going to help you today.
Okay.
Speak to the guy with the grey hair. Say hi. Hi, hello. My name is Victoria.
Hi, my name's Victoria.
You look as old as my grandma.
But you look as old as my grandma, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Are you going to die soon?
Are you going to die soon?
Well, I hope not.
Well, I hope you don't.
I hope you don't.
Because you're really nice.
You're really nice.
Hi, mate.
Hi, mate.
What are you doing today?
What are you up to today?
Chris?
Yeah?
Talk to the girl in the stripy shirt.
Hi. Right, can I sit down?
Can I tell you a story?
Can I tell you a story?
Once upon a time,
Once upon a time,
there was a goldfish.
there was a goldfish.
He was all alone.
And he was all alone?
The end.
The end.
That was really unusual.
Nice hair.
I like your hair. Like my hair? Yeah.
Do you want to talk about fairies?
Got fairies.
Yeah.
Sit closer. Do you want to come and visit my house?
Do you want to come around my house? Are you hitting on me? No. Do you want to dance? Like now or? Yeah?
Can I have a cuddle?
Please, can I have a cuddle? Come on.
Me and you play patty cake.
Are we friends now?
Are we friends now?
You are very interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, borderline psychotic, but I mean, it's okay.
Whirl around. Shall we learn each other's numbers?
So we can call each other, maybe.
5555.
5555.
That's enough numbers now.
Yeah, that's-
a lot of five.
Shall we be friends? Oh, your hair's so big and lovely.
They did it.
Do you want a Mentos? Yeah?
Would you like a Mentos?
Yes, please.
You'd like one?
Yeah.
You want a Mentos?
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
Mentos? Oh, thank you.
Who says no to Mentos?
Well, this is a great movie, I do think. And I hope you all to act and think. It's like thinking as a child. And sometimes think, we do it. What is the worst thing that could happen if you try to be yourself? I think nothing will happen. And people really appreciate it. And we do need it also to get more connection with human beings. Because what I do think is that we live in a world where you move on very transactional. And to be transformative, fluid, you need to be more yourself. and also make work enjoyable. And that's, I think, my purpose in life is to make work enjoyable for people. And enjoyable is a really underestimated word, really underestimated. So now let's get some more connection with each other. And I will share a QR code and the link will be in the chat. Please click on the link and the QR codes. And you will get in an environment, it's the Padlet environment, it's a digital, mood board or sharing board that we can use today to get some data going with each other, because this is virtual and I'm standing here on Monday preparing this stream for you for Tuesday. So I definitely want to have more interaction with you. And also in the afternoon when I come back with my laptop, see what's going on in this community today. So when you click on the QR or on the link, you are coming into the Padlet. And what would be great if we share with each other who you are. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just type something. And you have the, hi, I am IT. Now I want to know, hi, who are you? So let's share. I'm Eric and I'm responsible for, and what drives me the most in life, not only work, in life, is share something or share a proud photo of yourself, of your family, for example, because family is important. And what you also can share is what makes me curious towards the future, blah, blah, blah. How can I be more human? How can I create time to get the human touch more going in my IT role? Please share something and I will give you some time for that. Also, Eva, Nicole and Steffi are in the chat room, looking what is coming in so that they can anticipate on that. So share your curiosity, your talents, your most proud moments. Everything will be great. And what I do hope in creating this quick Padlet is that you all get more interaction. Maybe you as Eric see something that Svetlana is typing and you think, hey, we have the same curiosity going. Give her a call someday and ask, oh, I see that we find the same things interesting in life. Let's have a talk about that. Get empowerment going on in your community of IT. In the world we live in today, distance, for example, me from the Netherlands calling with somebody from Italy, it's all is possible. And do it. Get the energy going. Make some time for that. And to give you also a quick ritual that you can use is that, for example, every Friday morning, you plan for yourself in your agenda that you call with somebody else, from abroad, in your own country, and have a good talk about something professional or maybe private, doesn't matter. But you need to plan it. Because I know that the IT tickets, they will be coming. And you also need to take good care of yourself. So I'm really, really anxious in looking up this Padlet. And I think, to be honest, when I'm driving back, I'm not driving myself tomorrow. When I'm driving back, I'm going to have a quick look in the Padlet. And I sincerely hope that there is stuff going on, that I feel some energy of you tomorrow. Okay, people and IT. People and IT. This is what the talk today is about. And when I look at people, you as human beings, I think that towards the future, you are the business partner. You are the enabler. You are, the enabler of the workforce. You push it forward towards the future. And you also act as a human being and thrive that culture. Because to be honest, when I look at IT departments I work with other companies, I do see, and it's okay, people that are very much busy with the job role, doing the stuff. And I hope you are going to be sort of a culture ambassador in getting the human connection going as an IT professional. And I think sometimes very unexpected. On the other side, the business partner is also about free the road for new opportunities. So I know business will come in, the tickets will be flowing in, and they will never stop, but you need to create some time to get innovation going. You need to create some time to get some distance from your work and look, okay, what are we doing? And are we doing it in a smart way? Or are we always busy, 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 and don't find the time to be the business partner, the innovative business partner. Also indeed, a quick ritual, and a quick ritual in this one is plan creative innovation time. So get together with a few and the business, involve them upfront, not when the problem is there already, but upfront, and think, okay, we see this going on in the organization. How can we, with IT or with tech, solve this? And not we have a problem, how do we solve this? No, the other way around. There might be a scenario where this could be challenging for us, and how can we anticipate on that today? And you need to plan this time. Sometimes I do use the sentence, hope is a lousy strategy. You need to plan to matter. Hope is a lousy strategy and you need to plan to matter. This is how I see it. Let me set a concrete example. If I were one of you, I would gather some people from different countries, get together on topics that we talk about a lot, or that we are challenged on a lot, and figure out, okay, what can we do on it? So get together in an agile way and involve clients with it. Ask them, what do you need from us? This is the best question there is. I'm from the hospitality, I have a hospitality background. So the best question is, what do you need from us? So get together with IT professionals and the business and frequently ask the questions, what do you need from us in the future? Not on the problem that, appeared yesterday. I also have some good news to share with you because we did some research recently in Europe on which jobs are going to disappear and which jobs are going to evolve in the future of work. And you see now that there are some jobs disappearing, not your job, but your job will be changing. So the human touch will be very important. And there are also some jobs that are going to pop up towards the future. So 85 million jobs will disappear. And good news, 97 jobs will pop up. And when I look at the jobs that will pop up in the future, I see a lot of jobs where I know for sure now that there will be a lot of potential in this community of ITers to do that job. And I think, for example, on security, cybersecurity, I think of really adapting new tools. Because when I stand in front of an audience and ask people who is really tech-minded and adapting AI, there are a few hands going up. Let's say in an audience of 100 people, 5 hands, very carefully go up. If I ask who is into tech and AI. So there is a big job for you as an adapter of the community of IT tooling. And we don't have, how did you call them? In the past you had applications, people who are responsible for application, embracing application. We don't have them anymore. But there will be a new job on this one where it will appear. Actually, I made a job role on that. So maybe it's good to share afterwards with you how this job role is looking towards the future. IT, human touch, and as an example, as a business partner. Within a company we work with, Heineken, we have also guided the IT professionals in their job towards the future. And what we did there is we gathered around with curious people, and not everybody needs to raise their hand, but we gathered around with a few curious people and had a backcasting session. And in the backcasting session, we did the next thing. We settled the future towards 2040. How will the future look like for IT professionals in 2040? And then we figured out backwards, what do we need, which steps do we need to get there? But we did it backwards. Because if you start with designing the future, and then think, what do we do tomorrow? You won't get there. So you need to think backwards in little steps, easy steps, not big plans, easy steps. And when you experiment like this towards an ideal future as an IT professional, it will be amazing. They figured out amazing stuff as IT professional, and they act really surprising for the workforce. I think that IT is a best practice now there and working agile towards the future. So great news. And I do believe that with Perfetti van Melle, we can do that. And keep in mind also to act like the kids from your commercial from the past. And then we also want to address some demographics today, because on research on the different generations, we see that the people who are coming into the workforce are people Gen Z and also Gen Alpha. And when we look at Gen Z, and sometimes I hear that we find them a bit lazy. They're not lazy, they're different. You know, people aren't difficult, I always say. They are different, and that makes it difficult. So when we look at Gen Z, I think it's very important that we give those people some space to explore. And the example I gave from Heineken in figuring out the future and the steps towards the future backwards, this is something that Gen Z loves doing. So make sure that there is some space besides the 80% of doing in being somebody. Otherwise, you won't onboard new professionals on IT. And when we look at Gen Alpha, these are the kids that come, and the adults then, that come into the workforce on the age of my kids. They are teenagers. They will come if they have an enjoyable workforce. They want it to be enjoyable, not transactional. They want it to be fluid. They are not looking for jobs that are, you know, for 20 years the same. They are very creative in evolving their job towards the future. So I do think it's important, as Perfetti van Melle, to be aware that you need to, you know, reinforce the workforce as a business partner. I do like the word business partner in the 20%. And if you understand their values of the next generation, it will be a great future. I figured out, and we have some fact sheets on it because I'm going through it very quickly now. So please watch the fact sheets afterwards. And I also will screen them for you today. But you can read, I don't need to mention it, I do think. Last but not least, and I need to end it because otherwise we don't have room for Q&A with Eva, my colleague, in the moderator room. What I wish for you for the future is that you act curious in the workforce and design something, grab something that makes you curious. Find a word today that makes you curious. Look at the Padlets we built quickly today. In what do other colleagues mention there? And, you know, steal from them. I love it when you steal from people. Do it in an elegant way. Call them and say, great what you put in the Padlet. I want to have a conversation with you about that. So act curious and also execute something. Experiment. Don't make very big plans. Just try to do little experiments. Try something with the curiosity words you figured out for yourself today and execute it tomorrow within 24 hours in something that you can experiment. For example, I want to be more visible as an IT professional, and therefore I will, twice a day, I will call a colleague instead of answering the ticket via the system. This will make you visible. And try this for 30 days. Hold on to it for 30 days. Don't quit after a week and saying, oh, I'm too scared. People don't like it. I think people don't like it. Just do it. Just try it and let it be. Another example can be that you say, okay, Sara is talking about the importance of the character role, but I don't actually know what my character is. If I got the question, what is your character? I don't know what to answer. Then make an experiment tomorrow. I will click on the link Sara will send to us afterwards and play the character game to get more knowledge about myself and what I can do as a professional with my character role. And we do have some concrete tips in it, in the character game. Another example, I like to progress on things on IT, in the IT work environment, you know, in a proactive way. So not when a problem is there and solve the problem, but figure out what could be challenging in the future and how can we get together with the right people today to, you know, bring something in the future. This is really great. And I think a lot of magic is in that third one also. So this is my wish for you all today, and I hope you appreciate this keynote. And thank you also for your understanding, for making this video up front and being with you today in a video. And I hope to see you all really in a live version in the near future. Thank you very much for listening. Take care and please answer questions, get the questions going in the upcoming few minutes. Thank you very much.